Do you know that over 50% of your traffic going to your application is probably generated by bots? Bots is a diminutive of robots, and botnet is a diminutive of robots network. So it's a network of robots commanded or controlled by a central authority that is then asking all those bots and controlling those bots or zombies to do certain tasks. Indeed, most of the good bots are crawling bots. So Google bots, Yahoo, Bing are just going to your website or your application in order to understand what content or the subject of your website and then increase your ranking or rank you in their search engine. But there are as well a series of bad bots that are exploiting your data to defeat the original purpose of your site. We see on this slide a couple of examples. The first one are the airlines. Airlines are a good target for bots because they tend to propose to customers to hold tickets. And so bots are actually holding tickets in a fake manner, emptying completely the inventory of seats available for real humans, and then lowering the attendance rate, favoring competition, and generating loss of revenue for the airlines. A second type of market attacked by bots are the e-commerce site. And here it's a bit different because the bots are just typically crawling the pricing from all the inventories of e-commerce site. So they are actually accessing public information, your pricing, your price of your product, maybe the photos of your product, and they just scrap it and then analyze them and then help competition to position their own product just a little bit cheaper than yours, automatically, continuously, leaving you with a higher price on the market, reducing your revenue and reducing as well the number of people going to your site because your price is going to be a little bit higher. And they do this automatically. As soon as you lower your price, those bots are informed, and then competition is just lowering a little bit more their price as well. Those bots are very sneaky because they access public information. So you don't want to block completely the traffic to your site. You just want to eliminate those bots from crawling your pricing and allow humans to access this information. In order to do this selection, invalidate the request from the machine and validate the request from human, Oracle is proposing its solution that is a web application firewall. A third type of market that is victims of bots are typically websites that are dealing with large databases. So real estate companies, Yellow Pages, or sites that are listing large number of product or data. Those sites are usually the victim of website hijacking. So basically the bots are completely sucking all the data of your website and they create a similar website on the site in order to steal your traffic and get your revenue. The last one are most commonly known bots, which are the ones that are launching DDoS. So they are launching very large DDoS attack, generating volumetric attack at layer 7, generating tons of HTTP requests, and then after they put your site down, and then the hackers would typically ask for a ransom in order to allow your site to be working again. So we see that type of attack happening more and more in the financial sector. We see as well bots that are doing credential stuffing. Credential stuffing is something very interesting, where you've heard of database having linked on the internet. And those databases are actually purchased by hackers. Those databases are actually containing login and password from companies that have had leakage in their data. So those login passwords are actually tested against other sites, financial site, e-commerce site. And very slowly the bots are testing all the login passwords that they have in order to verify if it does work and if this login password, because people tend to use several times the same password for several applications. So they say, well, you know what, if you were using this login password for your Marriott account, maybe you're using the same password for your banking account. And so they are very slowly, the bot are testing all the login passwords in order to test which one is working. And again, because those botnets are using hundreds of thousands of IPs, the requests are getting totally invisible to a normal eye. And that's why we have developed with Oracle Web Application Firewall machine learning capabilities in order to detect and to propose a human interaction challenge to detect if the behavior of those requests is like a human behavior, and if the requests are behaving like human, then we would allow them to go to the server. But if the requests are behaving like machines, then we would block them. With those sophisticated technologies, we are able to block the bad bots and only allow human to access your application or your website or your API endpoint or the good bots as well.